Hello, my name's Wayne. I'm the Chief Instructor at Forest Nights. I'm going to be showing you today with BushcraftUK.com how to make a bamboo mini bow using an axe, a draw knife and a spoke shave. So looking at our template, the one that I've made earlier, you can see that's where our bow is going to be. Just in the middle. Okay. Just like so. So the important parts when making a bow are thinking about our centre line, centre limb there, and the centre here. We want the centre of the bow running through the handle. When we've got a wide piece of material, I can move that centre across so that the bow can move to the left or right of any damage in the bow. So on this piece here, for example, we have this area. That's not a premium point. It's more likely to fail at that point. So I choose to move my bow across the material to exclude this area. If that's all I've got, then that's what I've got to work with. But generally, taking that time to select the right piece of wood will save you a lot of time in the long run. So it's important when you're marking out your bow to take the time to get a good definition of the profile of the bow. The bow here, and we need to work out where the centre of that bow is going to be. On this one, I've actually carved a handle. It's not particularly necessary. In fact, in most mini bows you wouldn't have a handle. But here we have. So the centre of our bow is going to be through the handle here. So just mark that more carefully. And my handle for my hand there. So now we have the profile of a bow marked out. Our next step is to axe that out, taking away all of this waste material. Be aware that the bamboo is sharp, so do not run your fingers along the edges. It's really important when you're bow making to start shaping from the bottom, from the tips of the bow, working up towards the handle. We do that on both sides, and then we turn the bamboo around and we work again from the tip. The reason we do that is if we start making a mistake or the bamboo splits, we want to split to run out away from the bow and not into the bow ourselves. It's unrecoverable at that point. So to start with, good wide stance, nice and comfortable. Starting at the bottom, we want to be axing 90 degrees to our pencil line. So that's no good. Get nice and stable, good quality use of the axe, taking it right the way down. This is a French axe I'm using today, down to our line. There's a factor of safety in the line, in the profile of my bow that I've drawn, so it doesn't matter if I get really close to it, even slightly over, because we're going to have to take out all of our tooling marks in a minute anyway, because those are stress risers and that's where our bow is going to break. So we're cutting nice feathers like so. Can you see that? And then we're going to shave those off. So we don't have to take out massive chunks, because as you can see, the bamboo gets unstable and starts jumping around. It's much better in bushcraft to take a little bit off at a time, like so, working our way down the bow. When you get to the node, it needs to give a little bit more welly, but still under control all the time. And then you can use your axe just a plane down to the pencil line. What I don't want to be seeing is lots of tooling marks, because those are stress risers and it will break. So it's the same again on this side. I work this edge to keep my billet in balance so that it's stable. Because if I'm working a longer tool, it will cause me a problem. That bit's annoying me, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Again, starting at the bottom, chopping away. When I need to get finer and more accurate, I choke the axe, I point with my index finger, and I rotate my wrist as opposed to swinging the axe. It's much more controlled, much safer, and I can get closer to my workpiece, and I'm chopping as opposed to just hitting with the axe. So this is the sort of bow that I make with young people. You know, the youngest students we've had here with BushcraftUK, probably 10 years old, have made one from start to finish on their own, with a lot of supervision, but they've used all the tools themselves. So it's not a difficult project, it's just one that takes a little bit of time. And I keep double checking that I'm not going beyond the profile, but I know how much I'm taking off. Bamboo is a nice, predictable product to work with. The main issue being with bamboo, it contains silica particles which really blunt my tools very quickly. So every hour that I'm carving bamboo, I'm going to think about stopping, stropping my axe, sharpening, keep checking it, checking the profile, taking my time. As I get closer to the line, so if we look at our bow now, here's our handle, and it's tapering from the handle towards the tips, both handles. Still got some more work to do in the rough shaping, taking out the tooling marks. And now I can use my axe as a plane, working the line. So it's important to keep sharpening our tool, making sure it's nice and accurate. Our sides are 90 degrees to our pencil line. Keep working. Yeah. So I'm not unhappy with how the bow's looking at the moment. See what these nodes to deal with. First test, is it going to bend? Counterintuitively, we shoot bamboo bows back to front. So our finished product's going to be shooting in this direction. As you can see, I'm putting a lot of force into that. That's probably almost as much as I can put in. So it's going to be a very powerful bow when we finished. Getting it down to this level takes a lot of time, and that's what our process is. At the moment we've been doing simple carpentry, axing out a rough shape. Now we're going to start moving to bow making, teaching this bow to bend without breaking.